Welcome to Harmony Tuesday. Today we're talking about Set Me Free Part 2 by Jimin. I would say the harmony level is about a 4 out of 10 without the choir. With the choir, it's probably more in the direction of a 7 out of 10. And as I already mentioned, we have a choir in this song, and you can hear it very prominently, for example, at the beginning, but through various parts of the entire song. Another thing that sticks out for me is that there's kind of a call and response thing going on between the main vocals, so Jimin call and response with Jimin. And I'm not actually sure if one should call it call and response because it feels like more another voice trying to talk over it. And that kind of is very interesting in how one can interpret the song, in my opinion. As I already said, we have the choir, and the choir harmonies are the main harmonies that exist in the song, but we do have some Jimin harmonies and ad-libs too, but they are later on in the song, so we have practically nothing of that until we get to the second verse and then pre-chorus, chorus. And it builds, which is very common actually in popular music. What sticks out to me is the second chorus, in which we hear Jimin ad-libs and harmonies. I think they're very well done, and I think now that we are hearing more of his solo things, one notices just how good he actually is at that. I have pointed it out a few times in the past, more than a few times actually, that he is very good at harmonizing and at doing ad-libs. But I think now, especially that he's performing them live, these songs, we really hear just how good he is, because he actually does quite a few ad-libs that are not even in the original song during the performances. And that's honestly just these kind of ad hoc moments of singing and doing ad-libs or harmonies is actually harder, especially if you want it to be on key. And he seems to do them so freely and as if it were the easiest thing in the world. So while I think we all know that JK does a lot of harmonizing for BTS, it's worth mentioning that Jimin is really good at this too. I also want to point out Jimin's high harmony on the last Set Me Free. It's just so clear and kind of like wind chimes. He has so many different ways of using his voice, and the higher register of his voice is so beautiful. Let's get to the secret gems. And those are both low harmonies for me. And I have to say that one of the most wonderful things, aside from seeing who Jimin is as a producer and songwriter, for me has been that we see more of Jimin's low register. For example, in Alone, we see a lot of it. We see some of it in this song too. And I'm happy about it. I have been very curious about hearing more of the low register, and it's so wonderful to hear it now. And he has so many facets as a singer, and his low register has very many facets too. And I think that's just so fun to explore and listen to. Okay, so one secret gem is he does Set Me Free in the background, low harmonies, like the three Set Me Free, Set Me Free, Set Me Free. And he also does an octave above that. And I think it really just adds to the song very well and to the feeling of the song. And I think you might want to actually listen to a hidden vocals version to hear this, because it's, especially the lower harmonies, not as audible in the actual song. Also, the second secret gem, the second time we hear the pre-chorus, I don't know, maybe one wants to call one of them pre-chorus and one of them hook. It doesn't really matter what you call them in the end. But Jimin does a low harmony in that one too. He doesn't do it in the first one. And this is a really beautiful, as I already said, building process. Like, we hear fuller harmonies because of that. And as I already said, I'm a big fan of Jimin's lower register too, so bring it on. Okay, now for the question of the day. What is your favorite Jimin song from his new album, Face? Mine is, I would say, alone, probably. It's really good. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon in another Harmony Tuesday video.